Om Shruti Smriti Purananamalayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavate Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Sthapakaya Dharmasya Sarvadharmaswarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadame Tayoshratva Pranamami Muhurmuhu Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukhaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. His Most Revered Holiness Mahaswamiji Shankara Bharati Maharaj Ji, who has kindly invited me. I came only because of your akarshan. I was not at all well. Recently I went through a very bad bout of viral pneumonia and almost like the Chiketa, I met with death and came back. The Chiketa wanted 3 bones, as you know. So 3 times I went, this is the 4th time. MSP has called me, you are not met our master for a long time, why don't you come once? Of course he left me back. That was the Chiketa's first bone, remember that. The Chiketa, the intelligent boy, the first bone he asked is Shanta Sankalpa Sumana Yatha Syar Vitamanyur Gautamo Mami Mriktyo. It's a very interesting bone. See, nobody comes back from the Yama's door, and even if he comes back, nobody will accept him as a human being. You think there's some bhoot or pret has come here. So my father should recognize me, should accept me, and talk to me with the same kind of sweetness and love he treated me. Then he, the bones, he asked for the, how to go to the Swargaloka, the Hiranyagarbhaloka. Bhagavan Bhashakara, Shankara Bhagavat Pada, calls it the Brahma Jagyam Deva Vidyam Viditva. There he says Brahma Ja Yogya. Brahma Ja is Virat and Kya is Sarvagya. That is the Satyaloka, the Hiranyagarbhaloka, the last point in the manifested world. Then beyond that is the Loka, which is Nirguna, and he wants to know what happens after death. The whole conference today is about the mystery of death. The mystery of life and death, nobody has been able to crack so far. Scientists have been struggling with the definition of life itself. What is life is not defined by science. And is there a demarcation between life and non-life? Where does life end and where does non-life begin? We have not been able to clearly systems. The life and consciousness are not the same. Life is prana, consciousness is chaitanya. Interestingly, I have not been able to crack this. Our elders who are here and the sages and saints may be able to enlighten me. The Taittiriya Upanishad, the famous Pancha Atma paradigm, because the kosha word was introduced by the Bhashyakara Shankara for a specific purpose, the original does not talk about kosha at all. It simply says Annamaya Atma, Pranamaya Atma, Manomaya Atma, Vijnanamaya Atma, and Anandamaya Atma. And it talks in 2 voices. Taittiriya Upanishad, the Bhriguru Vaivarunihi Varanam Pidaram Upasasara story. He asks, what is Brahman? Yato vayamani bhutani jayante, yena jatani jivanti, yat prayanti visamvishanti iti, tat vijijñāsasva, tat brahmeti. So go, that from which everything arises, into which everything goes back, and it sustains everything, that is Brahman. Realize it. By what? Tapasa brahma vijijñāsasva. By tapasya, you realize Brahman. Here you see, interestingly, tapasya is considered the means for the realization of Brahman. Tapasa brahma vijijñāsasva. And he says the means is also the end. Tapo brahmeti. Swami Vivekananda beautifully pointed out Unless the end and the means become one, life will not be successful. What you consider the means is also the end. Every moment of your life when you pass through the paths, every point of the path is the end for you at that moment. Never think the path and the end are two different things. And the path is also Satya, and the end is also Satya. The beautiful verse in the Mundaka Upanishad, and our illustrious forefathers in this country adopted this line as the national motto, Satyameva Jayate. And Nanratam, Satyena Pantha Vitato Devayanaha, the whole path to Brahman, to divinity, the entire path is strewn by Satya. The beginning is Satya, the middle is Satya, and the end is Satya. So you are not traveling, as Swami Vivekananda said, from error to truth, but from truth to truth, from a truth which is lower to the truth that is higher. The lower truth is the Annamaya. It is not untrue. Shankara has been very wrongly depicted and understood, particularly in the context of the Western world. The people who translated from Sanskrit to English, translating mithya as unreal. Mithya is not unreal at all. If you read the classic text by Madhusudana Saraswati, Advaita and so on, how he explains mithyatva, absolute Sat is Brahman, Brahman alone. And absolute Asat is the Vandhyaputra, Mrigamarichika and so on, is absolute Asat. Now, what is the category between absolute Sat and absolute Asat? This world, is it absolute Sat? No. Is it absolute Asat? No. We come, talk, move with everybody. It cannot be denied as Asat. So in between there is a category, and COVID-19 is given as a beautiful word for describing this. Translating it is mithya, it's called virtual. Now we are meeting virtually. Virtual meeting, online meeting is called virtual meeting. And a beautiful new word has been coined recently, phygital meeting. It is neither physical nor digital. It is a combination of both. It's called phygital meeting. Satyanate mithuni kritya. You can see Satya and Mithya coming together. Anrita. Physically you see, and digitally you can also experience. So it's neither fully physical nor fully digital. It's phygital. This is the word they are using nowadays. So why I am saying this is because Shankaracharya established the supremacy of Brahman was his only purpose. He was not interested in the world at all. He wanted to remove the sorrows of mankind. Let's remember this. Like Buddha earlier, Buddha was completely negative, saying it was dukkam dukkam sarvam dukkam. The Upanishads don't have the dukkha word at all. If you search the Upanishads carefully, in the Google also you can search, the word dukkha occurs nowhere in the Upanishads. Everything is ananda. Only in one place, Shvetashvatara, towards the very end, dukkhasyantam bhavishyati. It is Sharmavad akasham vishtishyanti manushaha tada deva vavijnaya dukkhasya antam bhavishyati. Dukkhasya anta is mentioned there. Because the Upanishad, the Rishis were simply immersed in this. Anandadhyeva kalvimani bhutani jayante anandena jatani jivanti anandam prayantyam samvishanti. Everything is only ananda. Ko hyevanyat kapranyat yadesha akasha anando nasyat. Who will be here to live and breathe? Because this entire universe is not filled with ananda. The ultimate end and aim of human life is Atyantika, Dukkha Nivritti and Paramananda Samprapti. Remember, Vedanta did not end by saying Dukkha Nivritti ala Buddha, but said along with that Paramananda Samprapti, there is a positive content in the realization. Whether there is a positive content in Nirvana was a question asked of Buddha. There is no clear answer, but Ananda, the chief disciple of Buddha, said, Ananda, Ananda, that is the content of nirvana. Bliss, bliss is nirvana. Because one has to experience bliss. All of us are striving to have some kind of happiness. And we are trying to find that happiness in small little things. The Upanishads boldly declared, which Shankara emphasizes thousands of times in his great bhashyas, that the bhuma vaitat sukham na alpe sukham asti. You cannot find the ultimate joy in anything which is limited. And you are that unlimited. That was Shankara's genius. He told people, Veda is teaching you, awake, awake, utishthata, jagrata, iti shruti ranukumpaya matrivat. Like a kind mother telling the child, come on, my child, wake up. So these conferences give us the awakening in the presence of great souls with the acharyas. Gives it awakening. Satsangatve, nisangatvam, nisangatve, nischalachatvam, nischalachatve, nirmohatvam, jivan mukti, etc. So the company of these people. Suppose you say, many people say, where are the good holy men? We don't have any company of holy men. Where are the holy men? But one Swami very humorously said, you may want the company of holy men, but do the holy men want your company? So you don't have to search for holy men, because now, fortunately, because of technology and because of expanse of knowledge, we have so much of literature which we did not access. With a click of a mouse, Advaita Sharada will give you any word you search in the Bhashyas and the Upanishads. So much of literature is available in Advaita Vedanta. The company of these great scriptures, because they are actually speaking to us. The rishis have not gone away. The rishis are looking down and seeing us, blessing us at every point. Santo bhumim tapasa dharayanti. Great saints are holding the entire world through their tapasya. The world would have been shattered and gone to pieces if this were not for the tapasya of the great saints. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi once said, the valley in Arunachala, so many thousands of siddhas are meditating for the good of the world. And you know the story of Nara Rishi and Narayana. The infinite and the absolute, indivisible, Satchidananda, was as it were divided into two halves. One is the Nara Rishi, other is the Narayana, and made to perform tapasya in Vadarika Ashrama. For what? For the welfare of mankind. Ultimately, the good of everybody. Day and night think of everybody as good. A couple of verses in the Bhagavad Gita which I always remember. Adveshta sarvabhutana maitra karuna cha nirmamo narahankar samadukha sukha kshami. We don't have to practice all this Ajatavada and then Najayate, Mriyateva, etc. Adveshta sarvabhutanam. Don't have any ill feeling, manovakaya, for anybody. And Nirvaira sarvabhuteshu yasamameti pandava, 1155, 11th chapter, 55th verse. Bhagavan Bhashyakara Shankara as well as Sridhara Swami, they say this contains the essence of the entire Vedas. Sarva Vedartha Sangraha Bhutam. Nirvay Mat Karmagran Mat Paramo Madbhakta Sangavarjita Nirvaira Sarvabhuteshu Yasamameti Pandava. First statement is Mat Karmagran. Do something for the Lord. Don't go on only lecturing and talking as I'm doing now, but do something for people. Mat Karmagran, do his work. Not he who saith, Lord, Lord, but he who doeth the will of my Father in heaven, as Christ said in the Bible. And Nirmamo Narahankarasya Shantimati Gacchati. Only way to attain peace and joy is to remove this I and mine. I will end with an interesting anecdote recently I heard. Swami Vireshwarananda was a very illustrious president of our order, with the 10th president, the Dasham Guru, who was endowed with tremendous power. A gentleman wrote to him, his disciple, Maharaj, I am feeling so terribly upset, I am not at all happy, etc. Then Maharaj wrote back a small letter. I read your letter. You have used the word I 72 times. Reduce it by half, and all your problems also will reduce by half. Thank you.